Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. I am starting a series called How to Do This Thing Called Life. I'm gonna be uploading weekly. I'm gonna call them life lessons that I've learned just over the course of my own life and from books I've read, um, friends, family. This stuff I've learned. And I'm just going to share it with you in hopes that it might help you in your journey and overcoming any obstacles that you have. So it's how to do this thing called life. And every week I'm going to upload a life lesson. And so look out for that. I'm excited about it. And I get to share my thoughts, opinions, things I've learned. Comment, please, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you will be informed of whenever I upload. I'm going to endeavor to do this every Sunday. I'm going to upload a life lesson. Okay. So it's going to be a weekly thing. Look out for those. Rate, comment. I love comments, so please comment, subscribe to the channel. So today I'm going to start out with my life lesson number one. Life lesson number one is what I learned about gratitude and having it sounds so cliche, but the attitude of gratitude. It sounds so cliche, but there is something to it. All right. So I was recently just going through memory lane, looking back over my life, and I have notes, so I keep track because I can be really long-winded. So I have notes. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm making sure that I'm going with my notes. So again, looking over my life, there were instances or periods in my life wherein I felt really, really like hopeless. And I'm going to go as far as saying depressed. And I just felt like there was no end. There was no end to this struggle, this hardship. It just seems like there was no end, and it affected every area of my life. I remember one semester I flunked all my classes. It was that bad. I was in this psychology class, and my teacher, she was a psychologist, and she told me, you're depressed. And she told me I needed medication, which I'm not against medication. If you're depressed and you need it, go, with all means, do it. Because mental health is so important. It is. Along with that, though, looking back over that period of my life, I realized, that cliche, if you only knew then what you know now. Part of the issue that I had was that I was literally knee deep, focused on my energy on the circumstance that was going on at the time that seemed so hopeless and that it had no end. There's no end in sight to this bullshit. Okay. I remember, the struggles of just being an immigrant. I'm an immigrant to this country. I came here in 2004. So I have a couple of years in. And especially being an international student. If you're an international student out there, if you ever were, you kind of understand what I'm talking about. If you were one of those who had, the struggle. I don't have the time to go into all that right now. You know what it is. And then also there's a period of my life when I had unhealthy relationships that just took so much out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just took so much. And you're just like, Jesus, take the wheel. because it's like you can't even describe it. You can't even, there's no words to accurately describe an unhealthy relationship that just feels like it's just feeding on your soul, and every day is another fight to just maintain the shred of who you are, because this whole thing is just changing you and adding so much sorrow and grief and pain. So those are some of the darkest times of my life. I was mad at God. Shake my fist. Why? Why? And mind you, I grew up in the church all my life, even when I was in the womb. You know, as growing up in a Jamaican household, my house, going to church wasn't a you didn't have any, let's see, you didn't have any opinions on that. My mom said, you go, if you're lame, sick or lazy, I think it was that, lame, sick, or, you going, okay? Because Jesus will heal all of it. You going. So I grew up in the church, but I was going through all of this, and I was mad at God. I was mad at myself, because I'm like, what's wrong with me? I was mad at close, friends, family. I was mad. I was mad. Loved ones, I was mad. Back then, I just saw everything as being bleak. The present was bleak. The future was bleak. It was like, it was hopeless. Like the present moment, it was just hopeless. And I felt trapped. And, it was just a dark cloud. You feel like it's just resting over you. But what I've learned since then, and I apply to my life now, because struggles will never go away. It will never. As long as you're in this life, you're going to have some struggles, you're going to have some challenges. Now you have to be equipped. You have to equip yourself how to survive the storm with peace and grace and dignity, and not let this moment in your life, affect how you see the future and your future, because you're creating your future right now. Right now, whatever you do, say, how you act, how you handle the present moment, you are creating the future. If you have children, you're teaching your children how to handle struggles and how to handle life and life's disappointments. So anyways, what I've learned since then is the power of gratitude. If in that moment when you feel like life is so bleak, you find on a daily basis, when you wake up throughout the day, before you go to bed, you find those things in your life that is going well. And it could be just as something so simple as, I took a breath. You know how many people dead and can't take, you know what I'm saying, no more breaths. Or they have an oxygen machine, they can't breathe on their own. Like, I can move my hand. Like, it could be as simple as I can blink. You know how many people can't blink? It could be something as simple as that. But find something to focus on that will generate that gratitude and interject that hope back into your circumstance. So what is gratitude? I was reading this I have this journal. It's called the Simple Abundance Journal of Gratitude. It's by Sarah Ban Brothnak. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this lady's name right, but she wrote this in like 1996 or something. And this is what she wrote about gratitude. She says, gratitude holds us together even as we're falling apart. Ironically, gratitude's most powerful mysteries are often revealed when we are struggling in the midst of personal turmoil. When we stumble in the darkness, rage in anger, hurl faith across the room, abandon all hope. While we cry ourselves to sleep, gratitude waits patiently to console and reassure us. There is a landscape larger than the one we can see. There is a landscape larger than the one we can see. That's gratitude. It helps you it interjects hope into your current situation. And so, what is the takeaway? What is the takeaway from all of this? This is the takeaway. No matter the challenge you face currently, focus on being grateful in the present moment. Why should you do that? Because this will prevent the present circumstance from casting a dark shadow on your thoughts and view of the future. And it'll also prevent hopelessness and depression to shape your thoughts and views of the present. Let me say that again. This is why you need to have an attitude of gratitude. Even when it's hard and you're like, I can't find anything. Trust me, if you take some time and think about it, you can find something. And when you practice that on a daily basis, it will interject hope into your situation. Why do you need this? Again, no matter the challenge you face currently, focus on being grateful in the present moment. Why? Because this will prevent the present circumstance from casting a dark shadow on your thoughts, your views of your future. And also it will prevent hopelessness, that feeling of hopelessness and depression to shape your thoughts and views of your present moment. Gratitude. It is powerful. I do it now in my life. I still go through challenges, but I have learned in everything I must find something to be grateful for, because it interjects hope in my situation. And I realize that I think clearer. I see things for what they are. And it will help me also to handle things better. And I still smile through it, and I can still have joy. And the circumstances may not even change, but the way I respond change. The way it affects me change. And until the circumstance changes, because nothing lasts forever, or even if it does, the way you handle it and the state of mind that you are in will really and truly help you to manage that difficult situation that you're in. I hope this is helpful to someone. Again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I will be doing these on a weekly basis on Sundays. So this was a lesson number one on gratitude. Hope you liked it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Goodbye, y'all.